Hey y'all, my name is Annie. Welcome to my channel, Eat, Drink, and Be Reading. And today I'm doing a quarantine book haul, kids book edition. Okay, so I know not all of you have kids, but I think that's okay. I think that most of you probably have nieces or nephews or godchildren or cousins or friends with kids or neighbors with kids, or you just appreciate all kinds of different books. And so I am hoping that this will be fun and enjoyable for everyone. One of the biggest problems, no, that's an exaggeration. But one of the things our family has really missed is the library. And particularly for my children, I can do ebooks. The picture books just don't work as well as ebooks. And so I've ended up buying a bunch of books for my children over the past few months. And really, anytime I bought myself a book, I tried to also buy them one. And so these are those books. I'm gonna start actually with my absolute favorite, and that is The Circus Ship by Chris Van Dusen. You guys, this is one of my all-time favorite picture books that we've read. I love it. It is about the circus that was going from Maine down to Boston, and the ship they were on crashed, and they are all floating out in the sea, and they all swim ashore. It's a tiny little village on the coast of Maine, and the story is really cute, but I am in awe every time we read this, and we've probably read it at least 20 times, of the pictures. I'm trying to find some of my favorite ones. I mean, look at this. Like, the detail, I'm not even gonna show my face. Like, the detail in this book, there's one of a sunrise that is, guys, I love it. And I just feel like I'm looking at a work of art. Genuinely feel like I'm looking at a work of art. Let me even find the tiger page jumping out of the, no, wrong one. Like, it's beautiful, y'all. That was a long time to talk about this picture book, but it's my favorite. I love it. It's beautiful. And my kids adore it too. So, Chris Van Dusen's The Circus Ship. And because of that, I bought a second Chris Van Dusen. Just not, like, that was one of the first ones in the beginning of quarantine. This is one of the last ones we bought. This is If I Built a Car. I think there's a whole series, like If I Built a House and If I Built a School. And it's about this little boy who designs his own car, and it has a snack bar and a pool, and it can become a submarine, and it can fly. But it actually won a Read Aloud award, and it's so fun to read out loud to the kids. The pacing and the rhyming is just a blast, and the pictures are great too. They're not quite as beautiful as The Circus Ship, but they're still pretty phenomenal. And you'll notice that, like, he draws most of his people in a similar vein. He also does illustrates the Mercy Watson series, and again, similar people. Moving on from Chris Van Dusen to Linda Sue Park's Bim Bop. I like for my children to read books from other cultures. They don't always like them as much, so it's fun to find one that they really enjoy. This is about a little Korean girl who is helping her mom make Bim Bop, which is a traditional Korean dish. Again, the rhyming and the pacing, it is so fun to read out loud. So if you like to read out loud, or you think that somebody you know would like to read out loud to their kids a lot, these are two excellent choices. And this one just brings a smile to my face. And my younger two, my 2.5-year-old and my 4-year-old, really love this one. Okay. How to Be a Pirate. Like, it's so cute, you guys. Like, so cute. It's about this little girl, Cece, who the boys tell her she can't play pirate with them, that she wouldn't be a good pirate. And she goes to see her grandpa, who she kind of thinks is a pirate. or used to be a pirate, and asks him what it takes to be a pirate. And it takes, I don't know, bravery and independence, and I forget, and you have to know how to have fun. And he goes through all of these. I have a niece named Cece, so we bought this for her. So it's just so sweet and fun. And tell you the author. It's Isaac Fitzgerald, illustrated by Bridget Berringer. And the pictures are adorable, and it's sweet and fun, and my kids actually really love it. This is a new release called Little Taco Truck. It is by Tanya, Valentine, and Jorge Martin. It is about a taco truck who's trying to find a place on the street among a bunch of other food trucks, and he was there first, and then one day a bunch of other food trucks appear, and he is trying to find his place. It's cute. My middle child loves food, loves cooking, and so finding some food related books is always fun. It was recommended. Both of these were recommendations from my independent bookstore, and they're both very sweet and fun and cute, and my kids like them both. Then we have Up in the Garden and Down in the Dirt by Kate Messner, illustrated by Christopher Silas Neal. This is also a series. I think there's one about the snow and maybe one about the ocean or the water. I got this one earlier in the spring. We were planting a few flowers, and I thought it would be fun. And it's just the pictures in this one are beautiful. If you like to garden, or your kids like to garden, or they're interested at all where food comes from, or they love bugs and worms. My kids are now obsessed with worms, though, by the way. My 2.5-year-old freaks out, in a good way, every time she sees a worm, largely thanks to this book. But they love it. I love it. I don't garden it, but this book makes me wish that I did, and hope that maybe someday I will. Fun. Then we went with a classic, Eloise by K. Thompson, the drawings by Hilary Knight. This book is so long. We never read it in one sitting. We always take at least 2 sittings, maybe 3 to read it. I mean, it is 60 pages. Yeah, 65 pages. And some of them are short and others are long, but Eloise is precocious and funny, and she is just making a total disaster of the Plaza Hotel. So relatable, at least as a parent. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's such a kid. In the best way, and my kids think she's hilarious and love her, but it's just really long. But it's different than a lot of the other books we have because it is a little older, and I think that is nice and fun. Speaking of classics, I did buy one chapter book. Actually bought a second chapter book, but I'm kind of hiding it to give to my kids later, and I just couldn't get it out without them seeing. And this is Millie, Molly, Mandy by Joyce Lancaster Brisley. It's more like a different story in each chapter. It was written in 1928. You can tell, she is just not very relatable. She is just this perfect little kid in a way that I'm it's just not real. And it looked like perfect little family. My kids, they like it okay, but we put it down to read something else a while ago, and they've had no interest in picking it back up. Which I wanted to read a few more kids classics, but this was not a winner. Then we have I Am 40 Reasons to Trust God by Diane Stortz and illustrated by Diane Layfire. This is 40 different Bible stories, each one connected to a different name of God. We have a storybook Bible that my kids love and I love, but we've read through it 3 or 4 times. So I was looking for something else for us to read each day. A friend mentioned it, so we bought this one. And the pictures are actually really pretty. Trying to see if I can find a good one. I mean, they're really gorgeous. So if you want to read Bible stories to your kids, this is actually probably my second favorite choice. The Jesus Storybook Bible by Sally Lloyd-Jones is my top choice, but this one has been a great, like, little break for something new. Okay, the last two I will show you quickly together because I bought them both from Book Outlet. I was gonna buy some books, and so I asked my kids what they wanted, and my almost 6-year-old said she wanted a science book, and I asked her what kind. She said one about everything. So we ended up with a Did You Know Earth book with answers to over 200 questions about the Earth. My other said she wanted an art book, so we got her this, like, I Can Draw, like, that teaches you the different steps to drawing different things, a lot of animals. And they don't love them, but it's fine. I will never say no, usually, to buying them a book. So that is it. We bought a lot of books this quarantine. Hopefully these give you some ideas if you are looking for books. And hopefully they bring a smile to your face, even if you're not, because love of reading can start really young. And that's what we're trying to do over here. Thanks for watching. Let me know some of your favorite kids' books, your favorite picture books, whether they were your favorites when you were a kid or you have kids and they're your kids' favorites. Let me know down in the comments. Okay, I thought it would be fun to add at the end each of the girls' favorite books. So, you want to go first, Thea? Which one is your favorite?
This is my favorite new book.
Which one? What's it called?
It's called
Eloise.
Eloise.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to find us.
Why do you like it?
Because she does lots of stuff.
She does lots of stuff. Is it silly stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Sarah, which is your favorite?
Circus Ship.
Circus Ship. You love this one. You like to look for the monkey on all the pages and seeing all the animals. Yeah. And Annabelle, you couldn't pick one. You picked two. Which two are your favorite?
Down and up in the garden and down in the dirt and How to Be a Pirate.
Why do you like these books?
Because this one's funny and she does lots of stuff and she's imagining doing a lot of stuff. And because
Imagining
this one's
doing
about
a lot of
gardening.
stuff. And that one's about gardening. And
I want to have my own garden.
Cool.
I read it.
Mommy, read it. We will do that in a little bit, maybe.
Mama, read it.
Okay, we can't read all of them right now.
Read it. I gotta find the front page. Here.
Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye, y'all.